Let me end the show with this, okay? Because we got 9:46 here. Number 5, DOJ warning Mueller. They're going nuts this morning, okay? And a couple things I want to show you. DOJ, Department of Justice, is at 4 a.m. in the morning. So first thing this morning, CNN. CNN is in full, they don't know what to do. They've collapsed. Their viewers know it because they left. At 4 o'clock in the morning, the liberal Dave Briggs and Christy, whatever her name is, they don't know what to do. Because at 4 in the morning, they can't follow the narrative with everybody else right now. If you're watching, it's interesting because they have to do international news. I mean, they spent more time on the prime minister and then Iran and then CIA. They have to, because they've closed their international news desk. They are in panic mode at CNN. And at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, what? I mean, I'm not even going to watch this anymore. I don't watch it because I like it. I watch it to see the narrative of the day. They are collapsing. They're on fire. They are praying. I swear to God, they're praying that the Mueller report tomorrow, he utters one word that they could say, we are the credible source. They are praying that the event they pull off with the debate, CNN is in full collapse, buddy. So there you go. There's CNN. And then let's go to number 7. Now here's the interesting thing. All right, number 7. DOJ issues warning to Mueller, tells him to remain within the boundaries of the written report. Okay? And, you know, the report was done under the authority of the DOJ. I mean, obviously, most Democrats do not look at how the authority works in chain of command, but Robert Mueller, special counsel, actually worked for the Department of Justice, and all of his work was turned over to the Department of Justice. So the Department of Justice is the actual owner. You, the American people, are. You spent millions, but the Department of Justice is the actual owner, and really all they did was delegate him to go out and write this report and bring it back to him. So they own it. It's their report. It's not the Mueller report. Don't you love you keep hearing it's the Mueller report? It's not. It's the Department of Justice's report. But what's in your mind? If you was to go to 10 people today and say, who owns this report? Robert Mueller or the Department of Justice? I'm going to say 9 out of 10 are going to say Robert Mueller. That's why it's a Mueller report. No, that's what the narrative is. That's what the media told you. It's actually the Department of Justice report. I mean, Rod Rosenstein deferred from, Beauregard Sessions as the head. He's the one who appointed it because he was actually the boss. So that being said, they're making Department of Justice issues warnings to Mueller. No, they're not. They're saying you're going to testify on behalf of our report. Stay within the guidelines of the report. Don't go out fishing. Don't go out saying things you don't have to. Shut the hell up, say the report, and leave it. But look in the right-hand corner. So this is a dual story effect, right? Democrat presidential debate in 7 days. Oh, my God, they can't wait. Look at that. They're highlighting it. They are praying. CNN will put on a show. It'll be like America's Got Talent. They may be X's up there. When you answer, the moderators might go buzz. They might. I'm saying that it sounds silly, but CNN is trying to figure out how to put on this major show to make them look better than the candidates. Did I just say that? Because there's no such thing as making the candidates look good. All right, so that's that. All right, and then let me go with this real quick. So that's CNN. Okay, all right, that is, and this is the end of the show, so I want to stay with it. So tomorrow, the Mueller report, okay, and I am going to talk about the debt for 3 minutes. Tomorrow, the Mueller report starts in the morning. They're doing full coverage. They're treating this. This is Watergate, folks. This is Watergate to them, the Mueller report. Now, you will hear, I told you this yesterday, so just so you can get your barf bag ready. You will hear Democrats from the Intelligence Committee, which is Adam Schiffless, You will hear Democrats from the Judiciary Committee, House Judiciary Committee, which is Bullfrog Nadler, Jerry Nadler. But you're going to hear all of them tomorrow praising Mueller, thanking him for his independence, his service to the country. The man above all men, credible. While you have a chin, Mr. Mueller, go back to a Mueller picture. Do I have one, Robert Mueller? I don't know if I have one or two or which ones. Just pick any one. Mr. Mueller, you have a chin that would project really well on Mount Rushmore. Why I would like to see you on Mount Rushmore. I'm saying jokes and you think of it, but it's going to be disgusting, them slobbering all over what a great American is and how they appreciate, although no one else considers it collusion or obstruction of justice. We thank you for actually showing us the collusion, obstruction of justice. Thank you, sir. Congresswoman, Congressman, I'm really just going to defer to the report. How you paraphrase it would be up to you, but those are not my words. Yes, but the way you showed America the collusion and obstruction of this president and all the crimes that he committed, we thank you for that. Congresswoman, I'm going to have to refer you back to my actual words on the report. How you know, I don't know if he'll do it, but that's what's going to happen tomorrow, okay? Now, Nadler's looking for high crimes and misdemeanors, okay? He is looking for high crimes and misdemeanors. I'm serious. The Intelligence Committee, Adam Schiff keeps saying, and you got to pay attention to this, he wants Mueller to breathe life, to bring the report to life, so they could get the 60-second sound clips. See, if you have, okay, now I say this all the time, I'm not going to get stuck on this, like the media is, my study is the media, okay? If you have, you're on the radio, you're going down the road, and you're listening to your favorite bebop music, I know people just laughed, or country station, or smooth jazz, it don't matter what you're listening to. At the top of the hour, even if you're listening to Rush Limbaugh conservative, it doesn't matter. At the top of the hour, the news cycle, whoever they got, if they got CBS, if they got ABC, so at the top of the hour, you get a 2-minute injection. I call it a drug into your arm. Today, Robert Mueller testified, and when asked this, Mueller said, "I did find 8 instances where the president possibly colluded with Russia. But," they leave the but it's inconclusive. No, boom, you're going to get that injection. You're going to hear Mueller. You're not going to hear a reporter say it. You're not going to hear Jerry Nadler say it. You're not going to hear Schiff say it. You're going to have actually Mueller's. So every time Adam Schiff says that Mueller if Mueller just goes and reads the report like books on tape, Democrats have all they want. Because around the water cooler in the morning, well, I don't know, I like Trump. He's not a bad guy, but this whole racist thing, and now Mueller says he really did find stuff. No, he didn't. I heard him the other day. Own words. Moving right along. This stays in the end of the show, Josh. We don't have to change anything. Moving right along, let's go with number 14. Trump's congressional leaders reach deal on budget and debt ceiling. Now, some of you may think, why didn't I take this morning, 8 o'clock right out of the box, and break down where we were at with the debt during Reagan, during Bush, during Clinton, up to Obama. Obama doubled the debt. Why didn't you do that? Why didn't you show, while everybody is yelling that Trump is putting trillion-dollar deficits a year in place, it said he was going to end and pay off the debt? Why did you not do that? Because I'm going to tell you, as a fiscal conservative, I'm not afraid of the debt like I am racism in America. I'm not afraid of the debt like I am the deep state. I'm not afraid of the debt like I am, right, of the corporate deep state media. That can collapse. I hope it doesn't. I hope we figure something out. I don't think we will. No matter how much you yell fire in a crowded theater, I do not think so. My dad said one day, I said to him, Dad, why do you think? I said this. I said, Dad, we're in debt. We don't have the money. We borrow the money. We know everything's broke. Why do you think the American people have not revolted in this country? Why do you think we don't have an uprising over this debt in this country and they just don't care? And my dad says, son, until senior citizens of this country, now obviously a lot is direct deposit, just painting the picture. He said, until senior citizens in this country and the people that are on disability and the people that get some kind of government assistance, until that entire group goes over and reaches in the mailbox and there's no check, there'll never be anything happen. And he's 100% right. It don't matter what these numbers show on the screen. Until that happens, we're going to go our merry way. So I could yell, yell, yell how upset I am of this deal. When I see budget and debt deal, when I see these people right here, and I'm just going to put it up, Josh. I know we're bumping up on there, but I got to show it. When I see these four right here, and I look at Kevin McCarthy, which I do not want him to be Speaker of the House. When I see Mitch McConnell, I see, did I give you 6? I'm sorry, Josh, I didn't give you a number. When I see McCarthy, McConnell, and then I see, those are the Republicans. They're not conservatives. They're not, okay? And then I see Pelosi and Schumer, and I see budget and debt deal ceiling reached. I got to go on about my day. Now, we can get into it later, what Obama did on the debt. I'm with you. But let me tell you something, okay? And this is why I didn't want to get into it, because I didn't want to upset the Republicans. Never want to upset the Republicans. Let me end with the debt, with the negotiated deal here, and the budget. I am not a George W. Bush fan. Clear? Now, I, for one, believe that what did we spend? $7 trillion on a war? 10 o'clock. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll try this again. I'm your host, BKP. Take us out of here, Josh.